Hey there guys, I am Black Panther and I'm here with...
What is up guys? I'm Matthew. I am also part of the MCMG18 gaming channel. Check that out, link is in the description.
Yes, so links for everything, like our Twitters and stuff will be in the description for both of us. But this is our new podcast. It's going to be for GTA Online mainly, but probably GTA 5 as well. Pretty much GTA as a whole. And we're basically going to do this every now and again and kind of update you with the latest news, kind of tell you our opinion on it, look at the possible rumours of DLC and so many other things as well, because there's a lot to this game. I mean, Rockstar's planning to kind of keep this game running for years, hopefully.
Years of development coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game with at least a 5-year cycle, so it'll be interesting to see what the future brings with the game. So hopefully you'll come along with us and join us. So first things first, what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to upload this first few episodes, I think, to my channel and a separate channel. That channel, if you're on Black Panther, will be linked down below, so you can subscribe to that channel, because after a while I want to make it that, that's the channel that you go to GTA, the podcast, and a few other shows that I've got in my brain, which may not even work, but we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, Matthew, what are we talking about today, do you know?
The Grand Theft Auto 5, the recent update that came out, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre special.
Yes, that's what we're going to be speaking about. So there's quite a bit to this, which is great. I do like that Rockstar's kind of showing DLC that's kind of dedicated to things. Can you remember the Christmas thing? That was brilliant. Yeah, we have a video on that. That was really
the Christmas
great
special was also a GTA Adventures episode.
Yes, yeah, it was. But that was a lot of fun to do. Having they converted the whole map to
and it affected your driving as well, which was nice.
I mean, you wouldn't expect them to kind of do that. I saw a picture at the beginning on the internet. I was like, nah, that's fake. And then I read up, I saw some videos and DNS servers and something, which I'll get into another time. But I saw it, I was like, oh my god, it's actually snowing. I thought they were kind of going to do a DLC pack to do with, what's it called? You know, the place they removed? I forgot the name of it.
Place they removed? No.
Yeah, it was kind of a glitch to get to it.
That island. What was it?
Yeah. Oh, what's it called? I can't remember.
It was like Yaknoth or whatever it's called.
North Yankton. North Yankton. That took a while. But yeah, North Yankton. I thought it was kind of going to be a DLC to do with that.
There
maybe
was
released
for
at Christmas time. We may possibly still see that, but it's not the way it was. Anyway, we should stop rambling and speak about the DLC that we got
instead of going off on a tangent.
Yeah. So okay, so this DLC was also an update. So it came in an update. That's what Rockstar do with these content pack things. And they basically gave us 10 jobs and a couple of cars and a couple of guns and a couple of clothes and a few other things with the pack. But along with the pack came a huge update, a huge bug fixing list, patching loads and loads of exploits and RP hacks and glitches and all that other stuff. But with the pack, I can't remember all the bloody amount of clothes we got, but we got a lot. Rockstar have got a few of them missions listed on their site. If you want to check that, Matthew, it's the top story at the moment. The new jobs.
I've got them on.
Yeah. So there's a few of them there. They're not all there, but they're their favourites anyway, they say. If you want to list them.
Yeah, you've got the Shotgun Wedding, which is a team deathmatch. You've got Property Values, which is just a regular deathmatch. Creek, which is basically parachuting, which is obviously off a creek. Vinewood Tours, which is obviously a race.
I like this one.
Motorboating.
Rockstar with their names,
with their double-barreled names, which is obviously a sea race, and Heartbreaker, which is obviously to go with the name of the pack, a bike race.
Yes. So those are some of those. Obviously, there's not all of them. As I said, there's a lot more to do with jobs, which we'll explain, which came with the 1.10 update soon. But also with the pack, we also got a car with it. It's some old-fashioned limousine-looking thing. I've actually bought it.
The 750,000 one, isn't it?
750,000, yeah. It cost 750,000 cash. So a lot of people actually bought it with real money because they want to get it before it's gone. Because if you didn't know, everything with this pack is only available up until the end of the month. Once the end of the month is here, those things are taken off the market. You can't get them anymore. But if you have them, you keep them. So obviously a lot of people want to get that car and all the other stuff as well.
They'll probably put it back up next Valentine's Day, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe they'll have this and even more. So, but anyway, I was thinking people who are buying this, when there's a huge big update in a list, which we'll mention soon, there's a massive list of updates, but I'm not going to go through all of them because most of them are bug fixes. So we'll just kind of mention the most important ones when we get to that anyway.
Yep.
But the two vehicles they added are the Rat Loader and
the Albany Roosevelt.
That's the one. Cheers, Matthew.
That's a $750,000 car.
And they also added in a new gun. The
Gunsberg Sweeper.
And it's pretty much a Tommy gun. So it is brilliant.
Nothing quite says I love you than a warm wooden grip and a cold steel barrel.
No, seriously, if you don't have that gun, it costs about 16,000, is it, or 17?
Yeah, it's quite expensive.
I mean, for a gun, it's not. Well, it's expensive for a gun, but it's not expensive when you look at a car that's like 120,000 or something. It doesn't take long. It takes one team deathmatch to get a gun, or one of the missions, high-end missions, level 75. But the gun is a submachine gun, is it a class? Or is it just machine gun? I think it's just machine gun.
Probably.
But it is a submachine gun as such. It's in with the. You know what I mean.
Obviously, you get it for free in the single player. Obviously.
Oh yeah. You get it for free in the single player. But honestly, it sounds like an MG, and it's the size of. It's tiny.
It's got a round drum on it as well, which is really nice little touch.
It's got one upgrade. It's got you can change the color of it and stuff as well, but it's got a barrel upgrade, so you can hold more rounds. But that's it, which kind of disappointed me. But I mean, it's still a free gun. Well, not free gun, but it's still an extra gun that I didn't pay real money for. So it's extra gun that I didn't pay money for, which I like because I like that they're adding stuff over time. Because a lot of games, like say, I know this is a bad example to compare it to, but COD, right? They didn't really release when I played it, they didn't release guns, and
they just released
kind
maps.
All you do is kind of unlock the same stuff, prestige, so you start again, unlock all the same stuff, because they're adding new stuff in, like new cars, new guns, new clothes. It kind of gives you something extra that you want to earn. So I do like that, and obviously it goes with the special event and so on. But anyway, there's loads of suits and dresses and stuff for the 1920s feel. They're pretty good. I've actually got a white suit on. I think Matthew got the white suit as well.
Yeah, as you saw in our last GTA Adventures episode.
Yeah. I really do like the suits. They're really, really nice.
Goes really well with masks as well.
Not sure. Did we mention the Rat Loader is free?
No, we did not mention that.
So the Rat Loader is free. Some people managed to glitch it online a while ago because it wasn't available online. They kind of had to glitch it through the single player to the multiplayer. So Rockstar then did a sweep and removed all the special cars, as you call them, so that people could actually have helicopters and stuff in the garage at some point.
Yep, like Franklin's Buffalo, etc.
So they basically did a sweep and got rid of all those, but then they changed their mind recently and said, we're going to start letting you have special vehicles like this and so on, and just to say sorry for people that really like the Rat Loader, because it's nothing amazing. They're giving it away for free, and all the upgrades are for free up until the end of the month. So that's pretty cool.
Which is really nice.
So even though it's not a great car, it's nice. It's a nice thing to have, especially because it's free. Free stuff's always great. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the DLC. They are doing some kind of special event over the weekend where they're going to be streaming. The Snapmatic competitions and so on as well. Should we go over that, do you think?
No, not really. Snapmatic's not really that big of a...
Well, it's not just... Actually, there's quite a few things here. We should probably go over this. So from the 14th to the 17th, so not much longer, they're basically going to be having a competition and where you take the best V-Day Massacre photo and you get $1 million GTA dollars, which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. They've got special crate drops. Well, they always have those. They have them all the bloody time. They've got triple RP for arm wrestling.
Oh my god.
They've got Valentine's weekend live stream. So they're going to do live streams for like 2 hours where they're going to be just playing with other people and so on, which is pretty cool. I like that. Because not many developers actually play with the people that bought the game. They just try to rip them off with even more money. And they've also got strip club VIP perks. So you can get free shots and lap dances at Vanilla Unicorn all weekend long.
Okay, but might do a GTA Adventures episode on that at some point.
And you also get 3 times RP bonuses when you're driving with friends, free cinema tickets, and there are also things to win on the Rockstar Social Club website, and a few other things as well. But that's pretty much all the special stuff out of the way. By the time we upload this, though, we've probably already missed all that, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, they often hold weekends like this where they kind of give away stuff on streams and so on, which I think is really cool. So here's the big bulk of stuff. So this is the title update stuff. If you want to do the top changes, Matthew,
yep,
or just skim over them if you want, and I'll kind of do the bigger ones afterwards.
The rat loader is now available again, which we've already spoke about.
Yeah.
A player who kills a passive player must now pay their hospital bills, which is a really nice little thing here.
Yeah, that's really good, because before, if you were in passive mode and somebody killed you, that you would have to pay for your own, stuff. It classes as if you commit suicide. So they pretty much just changed that, so if the person kills you, even if you're in passive mode, they pay for it and that sort of thing, which is better. I don't know why it wasn't there from the start.
Yep. The mechanic has now been removed when delivering a personal vehicle. The vehicle is now created nearby instead.
Now, this one I'm mixed on. What about you?
I actually liked the idea of a mechanic driving your car to you.
I liked it, but he was glitchy as hell. Like, sometimes you'd be chasing him down the street to try and get your car off him.
Sometimes he'd start punching you for no reason.
Yeah, it was just a big mess. But I am going to miss it. Now what happens is you pretty much just call it a few seconds later and your car spawns down the road.
Christ.
Which it's better in a way. Like, technically it's better, but I do miss the mechanic and his chirpy voice of saying, "Here's your ride," or "She's purring," and stuff. I'm going to miss it. Rest in peace, mechanic. What else we got?
They have added a new option to the interaction menu that lowers attack priority against friends.
Yes, this is a really good one. In the options, there is now an ability to kind of pretty much just lower how the aiming works for your friends. So say, for example, you are near a bunch of friends and you aim, or crew members, it usually locks on to everyone, or the closest
nearest person.
Well, if you set it to low, like I have, it kind of just stops it locking onto crew members. You can still kill them, but it helps, because kind of a lot of the time in episodes and stuff, Matthew, especially one of the where we got ripped off on GTA, where I hit you, that was an issue because it locked onto friends still. So them getting rid of that, it means that I can now, it kind of locks onto a cop before it locks onto anything else, kind of thing. Well, obviously, if there's another player, it'll lock onto another player before it locks onto a friend. I don't think it's actually locked onto a friend, so it's kind of just gets rid of locking onto friends altogether. But you can still kill them, as I said.
Yep.
But it will solve a few issues
in the later episodes.
Yeah.
Anyway, they fixed an incorrect time display on the bad sport pool timer.
Well, that's good for them, but it's their own fault for getting there.
But it's bad for us, so they get out quick.
Sometimes the bad sport thing is a bit of an annoyance. But recently I've not been in, even when blowing up a lot of cars and stuff. So you must have to do a lot to get in the bad sport lobby now.
Like, cheat.
Yeah. No, that's cheater pool. There's the cheater pool. There's like the hacker pool and the bad sport lobby. They're all separate.
A lot of pools have been added.
For hackers, you kind of get like banned or put into the hacker pool. But
yep. Yeah. There's been fixes for several exploits that allow duplication of vehicles.
Yeah, I think I was aware of one of these. It's pretty much the glitch I used to get the buffalo in. It would actually duplicate sometimes, but I didn't really make use of that. I only got it to get the buffalo in.
People have made use of that as a money glitch for some reason.
Oh yeah, of course they would use that, but I think if it's not that method, then whatever. But it was a method in where you kind of drive the buffalo. I don't know if it still works. You drive the buffalo to the garage in single player, and it's there on multiplayer, and you can pretty much use it. It works for any special vehicle, so people could get special vehicles in the game once again. But as I said, I only used it for the buffalo, Franklin's buffalo, because that is a really nice buffalo, which is a shame you can't buy it online.
Which really they may add later on. Hopefully.
They may do, but I've got it anyway. Yeah.
They have fixed several exploits that allow too much RP during missions, which is a really, really nice thing they've done.
Yeah. This is a good one. This next one.
Yep. They fixed several issues with the cornrows haircut.
Yeah, so a lot of the time before, if you took your hair off, you'd have cornrows randomly.
Yeah, I noticed that on my character, actually.
It's like black cornrows on the top of the head. It's like flat. It was really weird, but yeah, they got rid of that, thank God.
They've fixed several issues causing characters to become bald after using a mask, which is really nice for me.
Because my hair must have been like $7,000 each time I put a bloody mask on by accident. Because I've got a full skull mask, and I've also got my mask that I use a lot on my face. So when I was just like switching to try and get the face mask back on from like drinking or something on the game, I would end up losing my hair because I switched to the wrong bloody mask.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot, as you saw in past episodes.
Yeah.
I had a bald head, sometimes shaved.
So that's really good. It saved me a lot of pennies from getting haircuts.
And saves me a lot of grands.
Yeah, a lot of grands.
Yep, pretty much. There's a fix for story mode where all shops could remain closed with the blips missing.
I wasn't actually aware of this because I don't really play single player after getting like online.
No, I haven't really
play
either.
it, but I don't really play it as I did when it didn't have online. But it's good that they fixed it.
Yeah. This next one is really fitting for Valentine's Day, but a bit feminine if you're in an all-male lobby.
Yeah, don't try it.
There's a new Blow Kiss celebration. And Rockstar have put on the website, show some love.
Yes.
Bit much.
I don't know, if you're using it as a woman it might work, but using it as a guy, it's ridiculously gay. Now, not that I'm hating against gay people or anything, but it's just weird. I'm not going to use it myself, it's just weird. I think they may actually remove it after the update, I'm not sure.
Well, we don't know, but apparently it removes your mask as well.
Yeah, it removes your mask, but it doesn't like get rid of it or your hair or anything. It's just kind of so you can actually put your hand towards your face, which is a bit of an annoyance because they fixed most of it, and well, except one occasion actually. I did actually manage to get bald yesterday, through changing mask, but I think it's only when you're in a car and you change your mask, because that's what I tried to do, and then I got out when I was bald.
And then you had to pay $7,000.
Bald! And I had to pay $7,000 to fix it. But yeah, I think it's only when you're in a car that you can still lose your hair. Don't take my word for that though, because I'm not 100%. I have like tested it or anything, so you know.
Yeah.
Now we go on to my big list of bug fixes, which I'm not going to read through all of them because it's about 200. So I'm going to go through all the important ones that I think are important. So the give cash option has been removed. So the give cash option was taken from the game for quite a while. Mainly because, you know, the hackers and stuff bringing in money and DNS. So they could send you unlimited amounts of money through their hacks or whatever, which I didn't like. I did send Rockstar a suggestion. You should be able to accept or decline money, but they decided to remove the gift cash option altogether. But I'm fine with that. I mean, I'd never really find an occasion where I need to share cash anymore. Except from last job or something, that's fine as it is.
Except from when the heist's been bought out.
With the heist, it'll be literally done by the game. I'm guessing, like at the end of a mission.
Guessing, yes.
So I don't know. It just giving cash was nice, but I never used it, even though I couldn't. But I wouldn't have used it unless I had a really newbie friend or something.
Robbing a shop.
Don't really have newbie friends.
Like
that's a give, not the give cash. That's the share from last job. That's still there.
Yeah, which is
but
nice.
The give cash is gone.
Yeah.
So Packages now have height indicators to indicate whether they're above or below, so nice little easy add-on to the game. So if you're in a mission, there's kind of a briefcase upstairs, it'll tell you it's upstairs rather than just saying it's around here, which is good, because then you know if you're going upstairs or downstairs. Let's see. Cornrows now clear normally after haircut, so that was an issue. So maybe the cornrows haircut was actually an issue if you had cornrows, which I never really chose. So
I think I had them once.
Yeah, I think I had them once, and that's what caused the issue. But that's gone. Good.
Yeah.
This is a good one. This is a really good one. Added functionality to allow passengers into personal vehicle, but only into the only into the owner's driver's. Oh my god. Let me start again. But only the owner into the driver's seat. So people, when they go to your car and press triangle with this new option, basically they won't get into the driver's seat. They'll get straight into the passenger seat. So if I'm doing a big stream or something, I don't want people to steal my car. That's a good thing, because they'll just get in the passenger seat. So when I get up to my car, I can get in and drive away. So that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, but I like that feature.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time. But
it may lead to people blowing the car up.
Yeah, it may lead to them probably blowing the car up. But I do leave it on passenger most of the time now, because it's kind of a lot easier. Unless I need someone else to drive my car or something. So this is I wouldn't say a game changer, but I would say very significant in the idea of how you make money in GTA Online. So now you can actually replay missions.
From the pause menu.
From the pause menu, yeah. So you can literally pause the game, go to jobs, and select a mission. Now I did a video on this, which will lead me onto a topic in the next video we do. But that's another story. It basically lets you go to any mission you've played before and play it again. So, say if you want a kind of a suggestion, do Martine's missions at level 75. Request missions from him or wait for missions from him. Look for Rooftop Rumble. It literally takes about 3 minutes, and you get about 18,750 from completing it. It's easy. You can do it with one person, to a maximum of 4. I suggest at least 2 though, so you can kind of have someone to cover your back. But that one is really good, because you can end up earning about 400,000 in an hour. Before you could do if you were doing like a decent amount of death matches or something. Whereas missions kind of now are more, it just makes more sense to do missions than races and death matches, which is good, because although I do like doing death matches and races every now and again, I do prefer doing missions. They're just more GTA,
and you get more money from them.
Yeah, now you do it. Because you can replay them from the pause menu, so it's a lot quicker. Okay, so players can no longer access North Yankton online. We already went over that at the beginning.
Yep.
As we said, they've also got the attack priority thing, and another cool little one is that personal vehicles can now be found using the quick GPS. So you hold select and select your GPS.
Yep.
You can now set it to your vehicle to kind of show where it is in case you lost it. Well, in case you just want a quick GPS to it. So that's the majority of it. The rest are a lot of bug fixes and stuff, a lot of them. To kind of keep it short, they've been very busy. As I said, a lot of people have kind of been complaining at Rockstar being so quiet recently, and now we can see why. They've patched tons and tons of bugs and exploits and glitches and stuff, which kind of make it better for everyone. But that's pretty much it for the Valentine's pack. I think we've covered pretty much everything there is to do.
Almost everything.
It is literally almost everything. There's probably a few other bits, but we'll link everything in the description so you can find out all that good stuff. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it useful and stuff. Anyway, just to kind of end it, this is kind of going to be a regular thing, as I said. It's not going to be every week, every month. We'll randomly be like, okay, we're going to upload another episode. So as I said, the first few weeks, months worth of episodes will be on both of the channels, the GTA channel, which will be linked in the description, and our my Black Panther channel, which you're probably watching it on now, maybe, possibly. But we're going to upload both of them. But Black Panther is only going to have it for a month or two before I set it completely to the other channel, just so I can kind of show people what we're going to be doing and possibly get them to come over.
I might even stick up some of them on my channel just to get people to come along, enjoy the ride.
But hopefully this leads on to some good stuff. I was thinking as well, eventually, kind of maybe a weekend thing. Me and Matthew will hold events on live streams, which would be pretty cool.
On GTA, etc.
Probably win PSN codes, Xbox Live codes, that sort of thing, maybe.
Yeah,
which would be pretty cool.
That would sound fun to them. Yeah.
Some kind of like big events and maybe tournaments with crews and so on. There's just so much stuff I can think of. But anyway, hopefully you found this entertaining or useful in any way. And I am Black Panther. This has been with me.
I'm Matthew.
Yeah, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Peace out.